Okay, my guys, these videos don't get fuck all views, but I'm gonna make them anyway, especially since I've got a friend on TikTok who was worried about not being able to cook, so I thought fuck it, I'll remake all the cooking tutorials that I had to delete thousands of videos from the YouTube channel, so I'm remaking this one. Well, what am I on about? I'm making more to replace them. So, we have a saucepan of water there. And we have, let's put it on the back hob. Put it on the large hob, full steam ahead. Now, get your spuds. Yeah. Get your spuds and chop the stalks off. If you buy a big nice bag of spuds, you're gonna end up with some of them eventually on the stalks. Just chop those off. No need to skin your spuds. So what's the point in that, like? Chop the stalks off, throw them in the water. No need to skin them, man. We're not spuds torturers, man. No need to skin your spuds at all. Just chop the stalks off. Like so. And into the water they go. Into the water. Okay. Now, get rid of these stalks into the compost. Now, in order to raise the boiling temperature of the water, and to therefore increase the amount of cooking that I can do in any given time, we're going to add a bit of salt there. That also cooks a bit of flavour into the spuds. And then we're just going to put the lid on. That's a small lid. It's a big lid right there. Let's get that on. Yeah, let's go. Have it there. Spuds in water, bit of salt, and that's going to go for 20 minutes. But in between that, we're going to make sure that the water doesn't boil over onto the cooker, because that'll be dangerous. But yeah, set your timer for 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Okay, my homies. So that spuds in water is boiling profusely. So we're going to turn down 2 or 3. We are going to turn on the oven to full, and we get 4 vegan sausages. Throw those in there. And now, normally I would have cabbage and peas, but I'm out of cabbage, so we're gonna have some vegetables. We'll see. Actually, we make so the hob is on. We'll put the frying pan on there. We're going to put these vegetables in. that. Now let's do all of them. Veg like that. And then some mushrooms as well. We love mushrooms. Make sure the oven is on. Lucky that I looked at the oven there because it wasn't on, but now it is. So we have frozen veg in there that's heating up. We have spuds that are simmering now. That temperature is going to come down. Maybe turn it to a 2, right? Maybe a bit better. And then we have vegan sausages in there. Yep. Let's go, buddy. I almost forgot, we're gonna set a timer. When I'm cooking my food, I always set a timer. It's a very strong habit that I've built of setting a timer. Of course, we all have timers right now. We all have a smartphone, we all have timers. It's very good to have a habit of setting your timer. Just in case, like, you decide, oh, I think I'll go lie in bed or whatever, and you end up falling asleep, and next thing you know, your house is burning down and you're dead. So yeah, just set your timers every time, guys. And it also helps with your cooking. You can figure out exactly how much each thing takes. So the spuds have been in there for 20 minutes, and then we've put the frozen veg on, we've put the vegan sausages on, and we've set the timer for another 15 minutes. So let's go, buddy. Yes. So the 15-minute timer just went off, and there's not much thawing of that vegetables to drain out. I don't know why, but sometimes there's a lot of water, sometimes there's not much with the vegetables. I've turned the spuds back up to a 3, and they are quite soft. They're not very soft, but they're quite soft. And the big ones still have a bit of give to them. So you could do with a bit more. And do you know what? I'm turning up to a 4. I'm turning up to a 4. And let's set the timer for another 10 minutes. Do you know what I will do? Is make the gravy. So let's turn that hob on and get some water. Water in there. I'm gonna wait for that to heat up. Oh yeah, so there's just under 6 minutes remaining of the timer. This water is quite hot, so let's put some gravy granules into it. They're vegan gravy granules, they're not meat gravy, they're onion gravy. Stir it up. Test these spuds, turn them down to a 2 again. Oh yeah, they're very soft. They're very soft, that's great. We're actually going to turn those off. Turn the spuds off. They're very soft. We're going to drain these vegetables. We lost a P in the process, R.I.P. Rest in penis. Vegan sausages are done, so we're turning the oven off. And we're getting a plate out, ready to serve. Okay, let's get rid of this knife. We don't need it. Okay, so let's grab a spud on here. Let's turn the gravy off. The gravy's done. The gravy doesn't need crazy cooking. Okay, so let's grab a spud. When you see them, can be eaten when they're not completely done, but when you see them crack like that, that means they're definitely done. That's what you want, is the spud cracked like that. That means they're perfectly soft, perfectly done. You'll notice that all of these spuds are indeed cracked. You see that crack there? That's when they're properly done, when they're cracked. If you're boiling them, of course. If you're doing other things, there's other ways of telling exactly how done they are. So let's mash these spuds, mash them up. Set them there. Okay, your gorgeous spud should look something like this. And what we're going to do with that, we're going to put salt. Salt on them, bit of vinegar, like that, and some vegan butter, like that. Vegan butter, some black pepper, and some cayenne pepper, like that, and we're going to mash it up again, mix it all up. Mix it all up. The streets of Philadelphia. Okay, now we're going to drain these vegetables. There's actually not enough water to drain. Now, rather than leaving this big pot of boiling water on the stove, I'm just going to turn the gravy off here, guys, and turn the cooker off at the source. Rather than leave that big pot of water on the stove, I'm going to just go over here and pour out the boiling water very carefully. Pour out the boiling water and keep the spuds. And then I'm going to get these vegan sausages. Ham. Dough. Tree. Cahar Ishbini vegan. I don't know what vegan is in Irish. I'll have to find out. Hold on a second there. What's vegan in Irish?
In Irish, vegan is vegain or veganach. Irish commonly uses vegator or failshantor.
Vegan.
In Irish, vegan is vegain or vegana. Irish,
Vegan Spini. Vegan Spini. So we're gonna now, yeah. So these vegetables would be what I'd consider flavorless, because I haven't added any spices to them. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead here and just trying to think. I'm gonna add I don't want any more salt. What I'll do is throw the gravy. I don't know, guys. How am I gonna do this? Let's just put the vegetables. Yeah. Okay. So let's put vinegar in there. Vinegar into the vegetables for a nice little bite. And we're also gonna put a bit of sesame oil into them for a nutty taste. Just a small bit of sesame oil. And some cayenne pepper. And some garlic. Like that. And we're going to mix that up. Just because, yes, I do like vegetables, but there's a reason I like vegetables. Because I put spices in them. They're fine by themselves, but you wouldn't want to eat them all the time by themselves. You want your spices, guys. You want them. You crave them. That'll do just fine. The only thing I need is a bit of salt, as usual. There's a reason Roman soldiers were paid in salt. It's good for a lot of things. It's good for anything you're eating. Yeah. That's good enough. So we're gonna get some vegetables from here. Over there. Like so. And then I get the gravy over the vegetables, over the spuds, even over the sausages. Like so. I'm going to leave a tiny bit just for the next meal. And here you have it. Easily done, guys. Easily done. And I'm eating this in bed because my computer's been sent away for repairs.